Hey guys, welcome back. It's the Roundup. I'm your host Logan Sama, and every week here for Reversal, we round up the action from some of the biggest, most exciting, and most interesting tournaments from around the four corners of the FGC globe. This week, Major Season is truly back, and we're going to be looking at two big events on two opposite sides of the planet. So let's not delay any further, get straight into the action. First of the two events we're going to look at this week happened in France, and we were in Lyon for the return of the Mixup. But it was this time in a different venue than usual, with over 500 players across multiple games. Of course, the main event was clearly Tekken, which is the second Master event of the season after EVO Japan kicked off 2023. All of the EU heavy hitters were of course in attendance, eager for TWT points, but it also attracted South Korean competition in the form of Rangchu, Kakoma, Ulsan and Chikorin. We also welcomed two players from the Ivory Coast, with Xiaoling and Skywalker travelling out for the first time. There were no big upsets in pools, but top 64 was absolutely full of them. Kira beat both Chikorin and Ulsan to make it into top 8 on the winners side. In fact, Chikorin only managed to make it to 13th, being eliminated by Jod in losers. French player Gunny, who entered the tournament as just G, had an incredible run, beating both Kokoma and Super Akuma with his Jack 7 to make it into top 8 also on winners side. In fact, last year's top point scorer on the Tekken World Tour, Super Akuma, failed to make it to top 8, being eliminated in 9th place by Kokoma. And for the honourable performance of the weekend, Ivory Coast's Skywalker had a great losers run, having to eliminate his fellow countryman and travel mate Xiaoling, but also Lane, Nindo and Daniel Mado. After being sent to losers bracket by Sefi Black, he had to meet him again to play for top 8, and unfortunately was eliminated in 9th place, but an incredible run from the Ivory Coast player. Top 8 was an exciting bracket, opening with Joker defeating his training partner and coach Kira. On the loser side, Team Korea eliminated everyone else and then had to fight amongst themselves to face Joker in grand finals. Ulsan beats Kokoma 2-0 in losers semis and then beats Rangchu 3-1 in losers final, and just like last year, grand finals has Joker trying to defend Europe versus a Korean invader. And defend he did in dominant fashion, 3-0 in grand finals over Ulsan, once again showing his absolute mastery of Feng.
And Joker becomes a back-to-back mix-up champion here!
Joker becomes the mix-up back-to-back champion, a great way for him to celebrate Eid. Strive had players from all over Europe attempting to claim the title after Zando managed it last year. And the first big moment of the event was Italy's Duke beating Skill 3-0 in top 32 with Potemkin. A great losers run from Winston as well. The Dutch player was sent to losers in pools and managed to run it all the way up to top 8.
Flinging on the big You just jumped straight into the arms of the king of the jungle!
Top 8 started with a matchup featuring Sin versus Potemkin, which was an unusual one, and Patachu won 3-1 with Sin. On the other side, to bring balance back, it was the far more familiar Happy Chaos mirror between tournament favourite Tiger Pop and rising star Dasonologist. And it was the rising star that took it, as Tiger Pop was sent to losers. In top 8 losers, an exciting face-off between Skill and Pinhead finished 3-2 in Skill's favour, with a last few pixels of life moment where Skill simply went for a Hail Mary DP to take the set. He then had to play his run back versus Duke and lost again. Duke's Potemkin beat Skill twice this weekend and even went on to beat Tiger Pop's Happy Chaos in losers finals.
He is dead!
One of the weekend's MVPs for sure. Winners final unfortunately wasn't that close. Dasonologist goes in for a dominant 3-0 win over Patachu and sends him down to losers, where they would once again face off against Potemkin, the anti-tier list matchup, and Patachu wins once again 3-2 in a clutch last game and gets his run back into the grand finals. But the gap in class was clear, and new kid on the block, Dacinologist, showed his class and took it 3-1 to secure the title. His first major title without even having to leave his hometown, as he is from Lyon himself. Melty Blood was the third biggest game at the event, and with a lot of the usual heavy hitters entering, the tournament favourite Magic Rider took winners finals with Kuma 3-1 over Germany's Bershko. In losers final, Bershko faced Zephyrian, who eliminated Teeps 2-0 just before. Bershko took it 3-1, earning the run back in grand finals against Magic Rider. Magic Rider is well known for using almost every character in the game at high level, and he decided to go for Mario in grand finals.
Oh my god!
We can finish! This is the end! Magic Rider!
Let's fucking go!
Mixup 2023 champion!
And his confidence paid off. He took the win 3-1. For the last time, Street Fighter V was one of the main games at the Mixup, and top 3 was only sweeps. Winners final had Deji's Laura taking it 3-0 over Maldominant's Urien. Maldominant swept Essex the Sinner 3-0 to get his run back in grand finals. And what a run back it was. He won the first set 3-0 to reset, and then did it again.
He can't even be fooled. The EX knee is actually going to do it for him.
6 games straight to claim the final Street Fighter V belt at the Mixup. In Rev 2, top 8 culminated in Nefi taking it 3-1 over Poyo in winners finals. Then Kyuzi's Elfelt beat Poyo in losers final to get a spot in the grand finals, and then managed to reset the bracket 3-1 over Nefi. But in the final set, Nefi once again shows why he's considered the best in Europe at this game, winning 3-1 and claiming another mix-up title. And just like Dacinologist in Strive, he didn't have to leave his town for his win either. And last but not least, there's no mix-up without a good amount of arcade games being run. So how about checking ST? Lyon is known for having a pretty active scene for this game, hosting tournaments on the regular, so the mix-up is always a great one to check. Winners final had Marcade taking it 2-0 over Hiken no Gif. In losers, Germany's Zagat takes it 2-0 over Hiken no Gif with Chun-Li versus DJ. Grand finals was Chun-Li versus Honda, and Marcade's Honda takes it 2-1 to claim the ST title.
Et la Marcade, il gagne! Marcade, champion du Mix-Up 2023 en France!
Let's hop over the pond and check out Texas Showdown that returns this year in Houston with just shy of 1,000 attendees playing across 21 different events. There was an abundance of modern games side by side with some well-loved classics. First up in Guilty Gear Strive, we saw a familiar face to Street Fighter 4 and 5 fans.
Hey Daryl!
Where is he? Is God talking to me?
I'm just trolling him. It's Yipes, man. I miss you, buddy.
It was Snake Eyes in grand finals on winner's side with Potemkin. Zippy made short work of the first set in grand finals with a big 3-0 reset. But Snake Eyes showed the kind of killer instinct that we're more familiar to seeing with his Zangief, as the tick command grabs were terrifying, and the 3-1 win gave him the title.
Showdown, the return! Snake Eyes!
Over in Tekken 7, Cuddlecore cruised into grand finals, only dropping a single game throughout the entire tournament. She made short work of the grand finals with a 3-0 victory, and you can see exactly how much it meant to her to get that win. Street Fighter V saw Shine face off against Just a Kid in grand finals. Gambling on the wake up low forward into the EX was enough for just a kid to take the reset 3-1. But Shine managed to get his mix-ups rolling in the resetter grand finals, the Ibuki doing the work 3-0 to give him the title. Over in King of Fighters 15 we saw another familiar face in Combo Fiend in grand finals, facing off against one of the strongest players in North America in Reynolds. Combo Fiend illustrating what a threat he was by resetting the grand finals. And whilst the second set started close, Reynolds managed to pull it away and take another KOF title.
Oh! He finally got it!
There are a host of classic games supported at Texas Showdown as well. And for Marvel, we had the pleasure of Neo and Yipes guiding us through the action. In MvC2, General Thriller was defending his title. He went up against Potter in grand finals and was putting his execution to the test with the Infinite squad. We almost got it in game one, but the flip out was just a warning of more things to come later in the set. Yipes and Neo were bringing the vibes the whole time as well. While some of the different full speeds were on display here, proving that the Infinite is not just a dial-in, the execution was enough for General Thriller to get the damage in and take a lead. And it was no surprise that the Infinite set up the final situation here, Potter fighting for his life with Sentinel, but General Thriller was able to close it out and retain his Texas Showdown title, coming all the way out from California to do so. Over in MvC3, ahead of its return at EVO, competition was fierce, and Liberal Terminator managed to reset the grand finals. He closed out a 3-1 win over Milky. JWong was super busy this weekend, not only on the content creation trail, but entering more tournaments than he could keep up with. In grand finals of 3S, he faced his match in Yuki, and the home crowd were happy to cheer his Ganajin on to the victory. And lastly, in CVS2, JWong was commentating top 8 whilst playing.
And luckily, in the loser side of grand finals,
he made it all the way to grand finals at loser's side, where he would face Bass once again. I can't remember the last time I saw Bass lose in the CVS2 tournament, and nothing changed here. We had all of your favourites, including fences getting painted.
Build my meter, thank you. Build my meter.
And whilst Justin had a good account of himself, showing off a number of different team compositions, Bass closed it out in the end for a comfortable win.
Boss! The trade!
That is all we got time for this week. Thanks so much for joining us. It's been great covering some more major events again, and I can't wait for the rest of this season. You know, we're going to be bringing you as many results and tournament roundups as we can right here for Reversal. Don't forget to give us a sub on the YouTube so you can get notified exactly when brand new content goes live. We've got high quality edited content, we've got match footage, we've got some of our live event restreams going on as well. So much to get here on the YouTube. And of course, give us a follow on Twitch as well. That one's at ReversalGG, no underscore. And you will be able to catch all of our live events coverage, and of course our monthly events coming out of the gaming sphere. And as the summer heats up, we've got some really cool stuff coming for you. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate all your comments, all of your shares, all of your engagement. We'll see you next time here for the Roundup.